You need to hurry up and fix your bike.
I'm fucking trying, mate. I'm trying.
Oh! See ya. We are in Thuile, Italy for the 5th round of the Enduro World Series. It is Thursday and we're just heading up for the lift to start practice. My new helmet looks sick. Broke me the last EWS. Sun's come out, never been here before. Massive mountains, gonna be a dry, dusty, fast day. Some of the pits are down there, mountains everywhere. I think you can see Mont Blanc somewhere. Oh, you can just see it peeking through up somewhere up there, I don't know. Right, let's go and check out the stage. I feel the altitude on the way up to stage 2. It's a bloody big climb. Yeah! Go! Go! Dry mouth.
Fucking so dry.
Still miles from the bottom.
Never like a mid-stage stop.
Like I've just eaten like 6 dry Weetabix. So day 1 practice is done. Probably you can see I'm walking back to the motorhome because I'm actually bikeless. Left the bike with SRAM, it needs a bit of work doing on it. I'm gonna go back now, have a dip in the water, need some food, and my mouth is, that last stage was so dusty. Need to get like loads of water inside me.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
that's freezing. Yeah, look at this.
It ain't that difficult, you know?
Anyway, we've just been to the riders briefing, which I've never actually been to at an EWS before. I've just relied on other people's knowledge, which is a bit silly really. With these storms coming in, they've actually given us 2 plans to go by. Depending on the weather in the morning, at 7:30 they'll decide tomorrow morning, on race morning, they'll decide they're going to go plan A or plan B. We're only going to ride stage 1 and 3 on Saturday. Sunday, right, Sunday you can do stage 4, rain's getting heavier, and then you do the bottom of stage 5, which is like a mini 20-second track. I don't even know why they're putting it in. And then you'll pedal up through town, up to stage 2, which is a massive 15-kilometer pedal uphill to like 2,600 meters, down that, and then up the chair to stage 6. I'm going inside because it's raining. You need to hurry up and fix your bike.
I'm fucking trying, mate. I'm trying.
Oh! See ya. Just in the nick of time. Holy mother. Oh my god, look at it. I'm going to close this down. So yeah, that's Thuile, absolutely fucked. It's going to be interesting tomorrow, and I reckon we're going to be going with plan B. Oh shit, get these vents closed. It's coming in, get out, get out. That is how fast the weather in the Alps changed. Literally 30 minutes ago we were sat outside in the nice weather, and now it is like we're back in England. So you know when they say dogs are like their owners? How much do you like greens, Amanda?
Yeah.
Amanda doesn't like greens. We put a piece of broccoli in Kai's bowl. Look what he's done with it.
He loves his greens.
He's actually picked it out his bowl and put it on the floor. So it's Saturday morning, the rain has finally stopped and they've decided to go with plan A. to race, which basically means we're going to do all 6 stages. I just thought I'd share with you a couple of things that I'm taking with me. CO2 compressor, spare mech hanger, tubeless repair kit, a spare chain link, spare jockey wheels, spare back plate because this snapped off at one of the rounds, tape, levers, pump, and at this round, because of the weather has dropped so savagely, at the top it's going to be like 5 degrees, so they said that a waterproof coat is mandatory. Spare cable, trail snacks, spare goggles, lift ticket, and a multi-tool. Steeds all ready. I'm not too sure how the point system works here, because the last round I picked up like 23 points or something like that. But yeah, I'm still got a higher number than people with no points. I think they bump up riders who have got like priority, so guys that have come from the World Cup and stuff and done well in the EWS here in the past, they put them, you know, as priority if you like. Funny story actually, when I went to go and sign on, the guys gave me plate 81. I was like so over the moon. Plate 81, I was like double digit number, things are going the right direction, and then they couldn't find plate 81 in the pack. Back in the high numbers.
Fraser's leading us on some mad adventure into the woods. He'll probably get lost and eaten by monsters, and all you'll find is this last iPhone footage.
Yes, Sambo. Play lad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo! One lad. Woo! Play lad.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Going as fast as I can.
Let's go, Lee. Send it.
Bollocks. Bollocks.
Go, Lee.
So just had a quick shower. Ow, fuck. My shoulder's got a hell of a twinge in it. Just heading back up through the hotel now to go and watch the last boys come down in the woods. Go and see some top quality riding. And I'm out of time for a gelato ice cream as well. Gelato, whatever you call it. Give us a few words how your weekend's been, or how that stage was.
Just really tough, just really brutal, really suffering. Just trying to hold on. Oh my god, it was so tough. I came into the rock garden slightly offline and I was like, oh god, I'm going so slow, my arms are just like working in slow motion.
It's coming down now. This is what's coming, and we're still sat here in the field getting soaked. Hardcore Brits.
Good job! Yes!
Sam won. We just wrapped up EWS round 5 at the Thuile. Now I say this at the end of every EWS I've done so far, I've only done 3 of them. I've always said that this is the hardest race I've ever done on a mountain bike, which this weekend's racing and riding was like the next level. Petsem was hard in the way that it was a lot of pedaling. Here was just intense. Like, yeah, there was a lot of physicality, there was bits of pedaling, but it was more just being able to stay strong on your bike for 10+ minutes per stage. I haven't even checked where I've finished yet. Maybe I'll put something on the screen if I can find out where I finished. I suck at long stages. I always say that long stages are like my favourite because I do well on them. It gets to a point though where there's like a, well for me it's like a trade-off. Like I just lose strength, lose power, like everyone does. I almost just hit a wall and just literally don't know how to ride a bike. that's pretty much like the story of this weekend. Like, rode some really good bits of track. Like, I was so happy with how I was riding, especially on one of the last stages. But you know, each stage I pretty much got overtaken or caught up by this American guy who was behind me. He was going real well. But that's one thing I've learned. I mean, I've taken a lot of lessons from this weekend, and one of the biggest ones is, like, I know it's fairly obvious, but I don't have the upper body strength or the raw strength that some of these top guys have. Like, it's cool watching these guys come down. I mean, it was amazing finishing my run, going jumping in the river, and then, you know, running back up to the bottom of the track to watch the last 30 come down. And so I think Sam won, Martin Mays was second, and Eddie Masters was third, which is amazing to see Eddie Masters in third. That's it. I mean, I wanted to actually film how I would usually film the event and give you guys a bit more of like a inside look at what the stages were all like, but being in Italy, they have a bit of a funny rule with you using GoPros in racing. And the stages, yeah, the stages were a mix of fresh cut loamy trails and two of the older trails that they'd used before, quite rocky, alpine. You know, you're riding at I think some of the highest points we're at was like 2,500 meters, maybe 2,400 meters, and you can really start to feel the altitude at that height. You know, the town of Thuile's at 1.4. You get 2 chairlifts up, and when you ride up to the start of the stages, well, some of them anyway, you feel like you've just started riding a bike, and it's quite depressing. Pedal, 5-10 crank, and you are just out of breath. Like, it's horrendous. And you can imagine riding at that height downhill, trying to stay composed that length of time, and you know, all these elements come into play. It's given me such a drive and focus to get even better at this sport. Fair play to the guys. That I think Sam put like 8-10 minutes into me over the weekend, so there's a bit of perspective for you. That's over 6 stages, so go figure. Like, he's an absolute machine. And I'm also dying. That's it. So yeah, so from here we're going back to Morzine, back to our home away from home, you could call it. I'm probably going to be resting the next few days, and then maybe we'll get back into riding and some more training before the next EWS in Spain, in Ainsa, and we'll see how we go there. So peace out.